Today we're going to be discussing about dog bite injuries. It's such a common problem and more so important because it's mostly affecting children, small children who are unaware of the dog's virulent potential. They're not aware of it and they get affected by these dog bites, and usually these dog bites are pretty severe. The important thing is they affect the face, and sometimes there can also be a lot of soft tissue damage which needs to be attended by the plastic surgeon. So the reason it is so important for surgeons to intervene is because of the potential contamination in the wounds. And the other thing is I have to mention is that when the dog is biting, it actually rips off a piece of tissue. Sometimes it has to be reconstructed, sometimes it has to be sutured with a lot of care. Apart from this, because of the potential for rabies contamination, immunization, the patient will require to take injections for vaccinating, and also local injections just to improve the healing and immunity from further infections. Dog bite injuries, area-wise, if you go face, very commonly affected, especially in children. And the first and foremost thing is to clean the wound. To clean the wounds with a lot of saline so that the bacterial and the viral load gets washed off. Sometimes we as plastic surgeons might have to delay the closure, but at the same time we cannot leave the wounds open. So if we have a doubt, we might have to do it maybe in a delayed fashion so that all the contamination is actually removed by thorough cleansing. Now, the important thing is when there is a dog bite involving the face, there might be a lot of soft tissue missing. So this has to be reconstructed. So the best thing is to suture all these tissues in the most effective manner, and sometimes you might also have to do localized flaps just to get a good reconstruction. The same principles hold true for also injuries affecting the limbs as well as the genitalia. So a liberal use of cleansing solutions just to get the contamination down, and then reconstruction in a way of suturing these defects, and sometimes also might have to use localized flaps. And extremely rare is you might require a much bigger flap or a free flap in such patients, but it's very rare. Why choose plastic surgeons for dog bite injuries? Like I told you that there is a loss of soft tissue, and the wound edges are so ragged and they are full of contamination that these have to be handled with a lot of care. So best in the hands of plastic surgeon that these can be placed together, or if you need a reconstruction, the plastic surgeon can do it for you. The other thing what as plastic surgeons we can do for dog bite victims is trying to minimize the scarring by using very fine suture material so that the ultimate scar is not noticeable. How soon should the dog bite injury be reconstructed? The previous school of thought was to actually leave these wounds open and wait till the bacterial load, viral load comes down. But now the concepts have changed. We as plastic surgeons intervene as quickly as possible. Sometimes there could be a delay of maybe around a day, but early intervention, cleaning the wounds thoroughly, and then doing the reconstruction or the final suturing as early as possible. And of course, after this, vaccination is very important to prevent the rabies contamination. After a dog bite injury, the problem is actually with the scars. So if you come to us plastic surgeons, our job is to first of all cleanse the wounds, get rid of all the infected material, get rid of all the bad skin, the bad soft tissues, and then do a proper plastic surgery in the form of suturing or in the form of moving localized tissues. So scarring, if it has to be lessened, plastic surgeons can do it, can do the best job for you to minimize scarring. Most simple dog bite injuries is usually up to around a week's time. Sometimes the recovery can go up to 2 weeks because of the contamination, because of the swelling. So maximum between 1 week to 2 weeks, the recovery should be complete. Recovery after a dog bite injury. Simple dog bite injuries generally takes around 1 week's time, but more complex, more complicated dog bite injuries, because of the swelling, it might even take up to 2 weeks for one to recover.